Grandma Roseanne, and we're going to make the most difficult meal I have had to make ever. And you're gonna go, what? We're gonna make a hamburger. Honestly, you guys, I can cook anything. Just put it in front of me. When it came to hamburgers, oh my word, I made the worst. Well, that has all changed, and I am so excited to tell you. Now, I'm going to make a 6-ounce hamburger, but I'm making it into 2 patties. So I weighed these out because when cameraman and I ate this last night, it was perfection. And I'm not messing around with perfection. So I'm going to always weigh this out. 3 ounce, and what I did is I got it into a pretty hard ball, just like that. Squished it in pretty good. Then, just tapped it out. I made sure, because this is going to be a stuffed cheeseburger. The cheese is going in the middle. So I want to make sure that I don't have a lot of cracks around the side as I'm going. I'm doing this on plastic wrap simply for that reason, that I can turn it very easily, just like this. We want it squished out. We want it squished out to about 1/4 inch. Just like that. Now you'll notice I haven't put any seasoning on this at all. When you're putting seasoning on meat, you're having to work the meat. The more you work the meat, the tougher the meat gets. So by not putting any seasoning on, I'm not working the meat. Don't worry, seasoning is coming. All right, I'm gonna stick that one over here. Work with the second one. I'm gonna do exactly the same thing. Squish it down. See how these have a tendency to crack? You don't want that. So as you're going around, piece them back together. Now for our seasoning, Worcestershire sauce, just a little dab will do ya. Mix it in. A bit of pepper. And a little bit of garlic powder. I love this little gizmo because I think it distributes so evenly. All right, I'm going to put these off to the side. I have my skillet which is heating over here. But now it's time for the cheese. The easiest cheese you can work with is just buying it at the deli, and be sure you just get the squares. You want typically American cheese. I have white cheddar here, but typically it's American. Then you want to cut a circle out, just like this. And I have 2 circles. Now, the good thing about this is you have these leftover pieces, which the cook gets to eat. Now you're going to put this dead center. Come look, cameraman. So they'll know what dead center is. One on top of the other. And then you take your second patty and place it right on top. Now what we do is we start pinching it, getting it to where it's all going to be perfectly sealed. Take your time with this part. I flip it over and I do it again here. Perfectly sealed. One of the problems that I had with cheeseburgers when I was grilling them, either I melted it too much because I put it on too high of a heat, all the cheese fell off. Or I put it on too late and there was clumps that didn't melt. Or I had a mess with cheeseburgers. I had an absolute mess. But now, when it's tucked into the middle, and this is why you want to be very, very sure that it's sealed well, because what you're going to do is make sure all that cheese stays inside. Now, if a little bit escapes, that's not a problem, really, it's not. It's a whole lot better than what I had going before. While our hamburger is cooking, we are going to make the secret, well, not so secret sauce. So, mayonnaise. How much? That much. Mustard. Much relish. It's just how much you want, guys. Do you like the relish more than you like the ketchup? Then add a little bit more. And that much ketchup. All I can tell you about this sauce is that you can't make a mistake. You just can't. It is so delicious on a hamburger. There. All right, I think we are at our 5 minutes. I know I said 4, but I kicked it up to 5. Oh, that's nice and toasty. Now, as our hamburger is finishing up on the flip side, and it's going to be 4 minutes on one, 4 on the other, or 5 if you like it a little bit more well done, I have got our relish done, and this is basically what we like on our hamburgers. The lettuce, the onions, the tomatoes are still coming from our garden. Can you believe in December we are still getting lettuce and tomatoes? Oh my word. Onions I don't count because they're a winter vegetable, but I mean tomatoes are the middle of summer is when you get your best tomatoes, but we're still getting them now and getting our lettuce. And now we just wait. Now then, we also have a discussion of the bun. Some people like them toasted, some people do not. Cameraman does not, I do. So, I can accommodate both of us. So what I do is I scoot that over. I take a little bit of the drippings and I put my hamburger bun in there. There's just so much more flavor when you do that. I know there's more fat too. I understand, but I don't eat hamburgers every day. All right, now in preparation for our hamburger being done, we're going to put a little bit of magic sauce. A little bit more magic sauce. What do you think about some onions? What do you think about a couple of slices of pickle? Let's do 3. What do you think about some tomato? A little tiny bit of salt, a little tiny bit of pepper. Put our lettuce on there. Isn't that beautiful lettuce? Look at that, you guys. God, that thing is gorgeous. I don't even know what kind it is. Just like that. Oh, this is gonna be so good. The cameraman and I are a little bit different. He likes his meat a little bit more well done. I like mine rare. Like, if it's not walking off the plate, I'm good with it. Well, actually, medium rare. Cheeseburger. All our beautiful layers, and look at how our cheese has so perfectly melted. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. go. Oh my goodness, you guys. You know, I don't care if it's baking bread or making donuts or soups or stews or gravies. When you have struggled for years to get it right and then you do, it's beyond exciting. Beyond exciting. So this to me is I have gotten it right. I want to ask you is to please subscribe because we love it when you do. Hit the little bell so you know when we come back. Ingredients below. Have a wonderful day. Hamburger guy and I, cameraman and I are going to share a hamburger. Bye.